Hello, this is my step-by-step tutorial to make an owl doorstop. You don't need to buy any new fabric, just use what you have lying around, maybe an old pair of jeans or cords or an old flowery shirt, or some remnants or an old curtain. Make something new out of something old and you'll end up with a truly unique creation. After you've printed off the pattern, tape the owl parts together and pin to the chosen fabric, then cut around the shape. On the right side of one of the pieces, mark the eye and the beak position with some chalk. Cut out the other pieces, then arrange onto the front of the owl and pin on to secure. At this stage, I like to sort out what colour thread to use. The more colours the better. The owl is like a blank canvas that you kind of colour in with threads to make it look full of character. So make sure you use as many different colours as possible. Machine stitch around all the pieces as many times as you want, removing the pins as you go. Carefully stitch around the feet, and when you finish them, leave them aside as you don't need to attach them yet. Hand stitch the buttons onto the eye area. Again, you can use contrast colour thread for this. Then with the right sides of the owl pieces together, pin and stitch all around the edge, leaving a gap for turning at the bottom. Remove all the pins and then clip a notch around the curves. These are basically just little snips with a sharp pair of scissors, and it's worth doing as it will give a smoother finish when the owl is turned the correct way. Trim off the excess so that it's not such a bulky seam as well. Then stitch across the bottom end corners and turn the owl the correct way. Give the owl a bit of a press, then fill with a bit of toy stuffing, or you could use the inside of an old pillow. Don't put too much in, it's really just to give a bit of shape to the owl. Make a funnel out of the pattern paper and use to fill the owl with rice or sand or lentils, whatever's in the cupboard, poking it down as you go. Pin and hand stitch across the opening at the bottom, then stitch on the feet. You can use an overstitch or a blanket stitch for this, and use whatever colour thread you want. All finished. Just sit back and admire your work. Place the owl next to a door, and most importantly, give it a name. I know this is a bit daft, but I think it's fun to name objects that bring you joy. I once had a Morris Minor called Mavis. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I also have some other patterns and sewing kits available in my shop on Etsy at Betty and Mabel. Thank you very much for watching.